Alright, we got something new in the back of the truck. Something I've never bought before. What could it be? Ooh, trials bike. Look at that. A Beta Rev 270, which I believe that means 270cc. It looks really small though for a 270cc, so I'm not quite sure, but that's what the sticker says on it. It's 2-stroke. Take a quick look at it.
Hydraulic clutch.
Does it?
Yeah.
Hydraulic clutch, carbon fiber bits and pieces on it. In pretty good shape. The guy owned it for 2 years before I picked it up, and he said he bought it from a guy in Madison who rode it on the trails and stuff like that, and I guess he was part of a club, and then he just sold his and updated. But it looks pretty cool. These are not supposed to come with a seat. It's supposed to look like that, but you can just sit on the plastic piece right there. The air filter looks like it's right underneath the seat, and the gas tank is actually in the frame. So if you want to twist off the gas cap, it's kind of cool. It's directly into the aluminum. I believe this weighs around 140 pounds. It's pretty cool. Very cool. I rode it when I bought it. I've never ridden one of these before, but it's definitely unique. I pretty much picked it up just to see what it would be like. I've never owned one before, and I was always kind of curious to see. But we're going to test it out, probably go over a couple ditches and rocks and stuff like that. Maybe take it back to the railroad tracks and try to climb up the rock pile. See what happens. But yeah, it's super light. It's basically like, I don't know, it's really hard to explain like what it is to ride it. It's really weird. But you can see the foot pegs are really, really far back on it. And like the shifter is really far forward, and that's when you're standing up you don't accidentally hit the shifter. The kick lever is really tiny on it. You can see right there, look at how small that is, but it's actually really easy to kick over, and it starts right up. Left hand kick. It's got disc brakes in the back, which is nice, and then disc in the front. Really, really small disc brakes, you can see, but it's basically good to go. Runs, drives, and just needs to be cleaned up a bit. The pipe looks like a 4-stroke pipe, but I think that's just regulations for doing it, probably just to keep the revs way down. It does not have a power band, because you want really, really smooth riding when you're doing this. You don't want to accidentally rev up, hit a rock, and then flip over. But you can see you can see the carburetor goes straight. It's like leaning down into it, which is kind of unique as well. But yeah, that's basically it. The back brake is same as other dirt bikes, and everything else is pretty much the same. It has a little crack in the fender. And then, what's really cool about it is that since this thing revs up a lot, and like you're basically at idle a lot, it's got a little fan built in. The guy said he's never heard the fan come on before because he's never ridden it that much, but it has it there just in case. But we're gonna get this off the truck, start it up, and do a little test drive on it. Definitely a pretty cool machine. Also, it comes with a manual right here. So here's the manual, Beta Rev 3. You can see the other plastics for it were yellow. He's got some other plastics he's gonna be sending me, but it's a whole manual. And then there's engine parts right here. So an engine diagram and part diagram right there. But these things go for a ton brand new. I think they go for, $5,000 it was brand new or something.
$5,000?
Yeah. And then just a couple of years ago they were selling for $35,000. So I think I got a pretty good deal on it. I paid $16,000 for it, which I thought was pretty good. It was up for $22,000, and then before that it was up for $28,000. So he dropped the price quite a bit. But let's take it off the truck and see how this goes. Your hand caught in the wheel. I like the kickstand too. Pretty sick. Has a nice kickstand as well.
You have to stand up.
Yep. And the suspension's meant to be really soft like that. So it's kind of like you can just jump with it, like it's a spring. Like a pogo stick.
Yeah.
Let's take it over here so it's not as windy.
What's going on?
All right, let's take a little walk around. Yeah, this is basically it. So, should we start it up? I know everyone wants to hear it start. Bet you that would clean up pretty good. So weird. Runs pretty good, doesn't it? Very basic, very simple. I mean, it's basically just an engine and a frame. No gas tank to deal with, nothing. Actually really cool. Forks don't leak at all. That crap will come off there. We can really make this thing look clean. You want to try riding it? I'll take it for a ride first. So before you ride it, a couple things. The front brakes are really touchy. That's how the guy got hurt on it. Because he was cornering on it and then flipped off. So be careful with the front brakes.
Well, you can ride it first.
Tiny carburetor though for a 270. I don't know.
Yeah. I was. It looks like a 150 almost. It's like 150 because it's like.
Is it hot yet or no?
No.
All right, let's wheel her out and see.
Keep
See
it
what this
running.
thing's all about. It's really easy to kick over too. Isn't that nice?
It's like turns like all.
Oh yeah, that's how he got hurt too. The turning radius. Look at that.
Oh my, that's so touchy.
Yeah. You want me to ride it first? Here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, things really fun. It's gonna be a little bit tricky to get used to, but yeah, I know. It's gonna take a while to get used to.
So weird.
So first impressions, what do you think? What does it feel like?
I don't even know. It's really weird. Like, I want it to like hit the power button and it just doesn't.
No,
It's so weird. Why is that?
because it wants to be like
Does it
really
bite?
what?
Expansion chamber doesn't have it.
I don't know. I don't know why it is. But he said you can get up to like 45 miles an hour in the highest gear. Should we test it on the road and see? I noticed the front wheel was a little wobbly. Or it's just like maybe bent or something. The rim's bent or or the tire is pumped up too much. I don't know. Just seemed a little bit weird. But yeah, definitely a unique bike. You don't really see these around too much. What do you think that is?
You ever seen something like that?
What do you think it's used for? What do you think it's...
Hear the question.
Just take a guess.
Racing? No. Wrong.
Is it missing anything? Where's the seat?
Right there.
So why do you think there's no seat?
Okay. You're gonna run a video.
Charlie, explain it to him.
It's for climbing rocks and stuff.
Oh. Why don't you climb it back into your truck?
You probably can.
Yeah. Probably.
Probably could climb it back into the truck. It's a very unique. It's a little sticky.
It's really weird.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah. It's actually bigger than you would think.
Yeah, it is. So where's the air filter? You think it's underneath here?
Yeah.
What's underneath here then? Storage? We gotta find out what's underneath here.
Yeah. Let's bring it inside.
Bring her in.
It actually could be. Got some good something going on.
Is that the back brake?
Yeah.
I know I can fix that. Spray some WD-40.
That does fix that.
Oh man. So we're gonna find out what's underneath the little cap right here. The guy didn't know, so he's never taken it off.
Must have had it for a while.
He said 2 years.
No way. Air filter.
Ooh, that looks rough, doesn't it?
It's really weird.
So does airflow go through here and then up to it? I don't know. That's a tiny air filter.
Ooh, yeah, that doesn't look that good.
Let's just see. Oh, just don't rip it too much because I want something to stick in there for the time being.
That's so weird.
Let me see. Shine the light in there.
It's so weird.
That's really weird. And look at how the carburetor permanently just sits down like that. It's so weird. The whole thing is really a strange bike. And then even like the brake mechanism's really weird on it. It's just like very strange. Should we see if it cleans up a bit? You can see all the plastics are like really muddy and faded.
Smells like poop.
Does it? Why do you keep smelling that? We're gonna use some Renewal on it. See if that works. I never understand why people leave their bike dirty when they're selling it. Like, you could get an extra $200 probably just by cleaning it. Just doesn't make sense.
Wiping it off.
Yeah. Nothing works as well as the old WD-40, which they should probably just sponsor me at this point because I use it in every video, but whatever.
Fixes everything.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
I also forgot to mention that it has this little chain tensioner down here, which is different than dirt bikes have, which it allows you to have more slack in your chain. So say you hit a huge bump and the suspension goes all the way down, it can tighten up the chain and replace the slack. It's kind of nice to have as well. Fender has a small crack in it, so we're just going to do a little repair on it. Little zip tie repair. Pretty old. 16 years old. It looks pretty decent. I mean, aluminum's a little scratched up in some places, but it's really not that bad. Sucks that the fender's cracked. Is it coming together? So that's what you call a stitch in the plastic. And that's what the finished product looks like on the bike. Cleaned up pretty good. Obviously we've got to paint up the little pipe coming out of here. It's a little bit rusty, but other than that, it's really not that bad. And then I just want to maybe get a new air filter for it, which can't be that much. I mean, that's a really tiny air filter. All right, I'm gonna go up and down the road here quick. I just kind of want to see how fast this thing goes. Supposedly it goes like 45, but I don't know. What do you think it goes?
I have no idea.
All right, you want to record me going?
I think it's flooded.
Yeah. It's not.
Sick rock climb, bro. Dang, bro, look at that rock. Dang, bro, look at that rock. Yeah.
That's exactly how I would describe it, like a bike. Try to turn really sharp with it. What? Try turning really sharp with it. Like, look how far I can turn. You can do like not even use the clutch and idle down. Yeah, isn't that weird?
It's really weird. I don't even know what you do with it.
Yeah, I don't either. fun for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.